Hey, church, Pastor's Note again, and I'll keep it short this week. We've had a great time in Alpha. We're about halfway through our Alpha course, and last night in the group I was with, we were discussing around the Bible. It's the greatest book ever written, still remains one of the best-selling books of all time. In fact, on all of the bestseller lists, it's the top. They just don't put it there because otherwise it would push all the other books down every week. And it's such a compelling book because it is the greatest story ever told. And so this is a sermon series we're heading into now, where we want to remind ourselves that God is the author of all of human history. And part of that has been encapsulated into this incredible book, consisting out of 66 other books that remind us that God has been at work throughout all of human history and remains at work in the world now. And so I was encouraging the group last night at Alpha to engage with the scriptures. I know it's a pretty daunting book, pretty big book. So start in the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Start there and just read about Jesus. The point of the Bible is not necessary to be a rule book, although there are rules in it. Some people have said it stands for BIBLE, basic instructions before leaving earth. That's helpful. It has got great instructions in it, but most importantly, it's a book that reminds us that there is an author to all of human life. And our job is to engage with the scriptures so that we might meet and might know the author, and that is Jesus himself. And so I would encourage you to do that, just to spend time in the scriptures getting to know Jesus himself. And we're hopeful in this sermon series that we're going to get to know God a little better than we already do. And so I want to encourage you to delve down into scripture, to read it together, to read it with your children, if you're parents, if you're a married couple, read scripture together and engage deeply. And perhaps there are two questions that would bear asking again and again. What is this teaching me about God? It's a book written by God to introduce himself to us. What is this teaching me about God? And in particular, secondly, what is God saying to me? And so in this particular season of life, it's been pretty difficult. Just chatting to a whole bunch of people this week, it's been busier and busier and busier. People feeling quite overwhelmed, running on a treadmill that's cranked up to really high speed. We can't always change it, and so perhaps we just have to adjust our pace. But as God is the author of all of human history, I would even be asking in this season, what is God doing? Where is God at work? And how can I be at work with him? And so I'm just looking forward to spending this next season right up to Christmas with you as we try and engage more deeply with the scriptures, the greatest story ever told. Hope you have a blessed week, and we'll see you all on Sunday.